Hi, I'm Adam and welcome to the Tasso Works Scooter Workshop, and let's find out what's going on today.
Okay, we're back on the GTS, so just a quick update on that because we were waiting on the shocks to arrive, and here they are, a nice set of YSS. Now these come off of the Gilera Runner, so they're a lot shorter than the ones that are here because this is too high and I don't like it, so this needs to come down, and these are considerably lower. So let's get these shocks on and then let's just try and see exactly where we are on the ride height, and hopefully we'll get a good visual on this. So let's crack on, get these on. Okay. Now, I have actually unbolted those shocks at the top already. Well, I thought I was recording, but I clearly wasn't. We had a nightmare trying to get this, or I had a nightmare trying to get the airbox off. It was completely rusted up. As usual, the 3 bolts that hold the airbox on were rock solid. Each of the caps of the screws just snapped off. So, and it's usual on these things, especially corroded ones, a little bit like this. So there's one at the back there. But eventually, persistence with different tools, getting messy, eventually got it off. So the next thing we'll be able to push those through, so that's not a big problem to get those out now. I've got access to them. But the whole point of this was so that we can get these shocks out. So I've tapped them back forward. Now we can take this one out. Now that's one of the original shocks there. Now the one on the other side, annoyingly, is held in by the exhaust. So I've now got to try and get the back of this exhaust off, which is going to probably be just as awkward as getting the damn airbox off, I expect, 'cause I doubt this has probably ever been off in its lifetime as well. So let's have a wee look in here and see if I've got a there we go. Right, slightly different Torx. It's always a Torx. Right, okay, let's get this exhaust off at the top. There's 3. Oh, we're in luck. That came off nicely. Wow, do you know what? I think this has been on and off a few times. Someone kindly has put copper grease on it, which is a good thing, eh? Yeah, that's all 3 of them out. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I hate rusty scooters. All right, okay. I think what we're gonna need to do is this should just come off. I've no idea what's holding this. Oh, God, I'll tell you what, I'm not looking forward to. I'm just thinking. I'll tell you what we've done. Managed to get the shock off. Shocking just to see where we are on the length of it. So let's move a couple of these tools out of the way. Right, let's get these shocks out. Now, these weren't the most expensive in the range of YSS, and I might upgrade them to some sort of gas ones, but I wanted to see really what the length of them is like to get an idea on the height, as we know. So what have we got here then? So, well, yeah, that's quite a big difference, isn't it? That's what we thought. So it's going to be about 60 different. So let's just get the nut off the top. And we've got a couple of space out, and then we've got this rubber. I'm going to leave one on, take the other one off. Now let's get that shock in place. We've got the original nut and bolt. Let's put that through there. Just loose for the minute. Hold on, let's push it through the gap first, eh? Right, through the gap. Put it in. This is pretty rusty too, so I think we're going to change a lot of bolts here. Right, that's that one. Now the one on the other side, again, let's just take the cap off. That's the nut. Spacer washer, one of the rubbers, and then we'll put that on the other side. Okay, well, that all fits in the gap nicely. Right. Okay, I've got to loosenly put that bolt on. Right, now the next job is going to be get that engine up. Try and lift it into place. So, okay. Move the shock up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right, just move this up. And there we go. Okay. Line that shocks into place. That's it. Okay. Right, well that's quite up in the air, isn't it? As you can see, we got a massive distance underneath the engine, and but otherwise it all looks good. It's all missing everything. There's no area that I see here. It's popped the engine up quite a lot in the front there, but that's all good. Definitely missed everything inside. Yeah, I like that. Don't see any issues with that. Okay. Alright, so let's have a look at how the seat looks, shall we? Let's see how this goes. Right. Stand back and have a look. Stupid camera keeps stopping. Right, let's get it off the stand, even though this stand is a little bit on the rusty side. What was that bang? Crikey, it looks low, doesn't it? Man, that's low, isn't it? Now we're off the stand. Wow, that's super low. Okay, let's have a look at it. I mean, here I am on it. How are we looking? If we took this stand off, actually it's not too bad, is it? I mean, it's kind of doable. Yeah, I quite like that. What do you think? It's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know, it's a nice height. I mean, once we've got a bit of foam and everything, that'll take it up a little bit higher. Yeah, I think I'm alright with that. Now, what I'm not happy about is, what was that bang when we took it off the stand? And I've got a feeling it's going to be probably something to do with the cylinder head inside. So I'm going to try and manoeuvre this by holding it. Let's get this off. It's clear and everything. Everything is clear. And it's quite low, isn't it? Ah, yeah, I've got it. So the cylinder head is sitting on top of that actual cradle, the engine cradle. So when I took it off the stand and heard the bang, it's the actual head hitting forward onto that cradle. So that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Although I like how low it is. It's really cool. Okay, right, well, we need to look at that cylinder, try and get a better idea than what we, and work out why that's doing that, or if we can try and make a difference on it, or are we just not going to be able to run with this type of shock, which will be a shame because I really like the way that sits. Right, I can see what the problem is. So I think what's happened is that, yeah, the cradle itself, and there's like a triangular shaped part to the cradle there. You can just about make it out through behind this rubber here. See it down there. Now that should normally be bolted in and be forward. And I think what's happened is that is not bolted in, so the cradle's all wrong. So I think what we need to do is get that bolted in properly. I mean, I quickly chucked the engine in just so I could see this ride height, which I like. Definitely going to go with that. Now we just got to sort out that cradle and find out why that's doing that. So I remember now why I didn't put it in. There's the bolt. it goes in here. It doesn't bolt this side, it bolts that side because the captive nut is there. The problem is this is all really sharp, and you can see it's got hospital written all over it. There we go. Now, can I get my hand through the back into that bolt like that? Yes, we can. Woo-hoo. Right, and I managed it without any blood. Well, that's a result. Right. Note to self, must be tied here. Hey, that's all right. That's really good. Look, let's drop this to the ground. There we go. Yep, we're clearing that. Perfect. Right, I like that. How are we doing underneath? Oh yeah, there's just loads of room. Loads of room. Awesome. Awesome. That works. Yep. We are another step forward and a lot lower. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Super duper. Just a quick video really, just to sort of show you the shocks. It turned into a little bit longer than I thought it would do. I was just going to quickly nip them on and then get an idea, and was going to add this into the video instead of sort of making another video about it. But, you know, I hope you enjoyed that design process. You never know until you've got it in how it's going to turn out, but I really like that. And that's getting much lower. Superb. Right, that's another one off the tick list. What's next? I think now we've got a better idea on the angle. Now that we're lower, I think the front will be the next thing to tackle. We'll get those leg shields sorted and the floor, try and get all this welded into place. I think that'll be the next one, and it's quite a big one that'll be. So I don't know when I'll come back on this video, but I'll come back once we've done a little bit more. But yeah, brilliant. Super, super duper. Right, all good. For now, that's it. Speak to you soon.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe below so you don't miss our next episode.